right, what's up, y'all? We are back for episode 8. As you know, I'm smiling, and I'm pretty sure y'all know why I'm smiling because the Asian dog came in and did not disappoint. She gave that punk the whooping that she was asking for. She wanted it so bad. She wanted it so bad, but she didn't want it that bad. But she wanted to make it seem like she wanted it that bad. But she got what she asked for. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm trying to get through this because y'all know I'm in track and field trials mode, tunnel vision. But I watched the episode. I got some notes. I got some shit to talk about. Please thumbs up the video. Please drop a comment down below. If you are new here, please subscribe. Hit that button. Turn the post notifications on. Y'all already know what the drill is. If you're not new, we will be going live tomorrow, probably around 8:45 Eastern time. Got to see the hurdles tomorrow. So turn the post notifications on because then you'll be alerted when we go live. But yeah, I got that. I'm going to do a video for that as well as Love Island review. So look out for that tomorrow as well. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get on into this episode. All right. So we get back from Meatball and Gretchen, their little like cliffhanger fight. Meatball was whooping her. Like I said, she slung her down there, was cracking her. Gretchen got straight to grabbing on her legs, trying to hug while security tried to break it up. They got a second round in and they locked up. Like they both was locked up at this point. Meatball was smart. This is how I know Meatball at least knows how to fight because she was so close and so locked up with Gretchen to the point where sometimes you can't just throw a fist. Sometimes you got to be smart with what you do. So she started throwing them bows. She got super close inside to where she was pop, pop, and just like popping her with her bows in her jaw. I was like, Meatball, that was smart. It was very smart because she was getting her too and it was connecting. But it got broken up. And you want to know how it was connecting because of the way Gretchen was acting after the fact. But Gretchen sitting there saying this bitch don't even know me and she socked me and me and my sister looking like, but that's what she's supposed to do. Y'all sitting here fighting. Of course she gonna sock you. Like she socked you. You just didn't swing. Like you too busy trying to grab hair and stuff. But Meatball ended up telling her to go home. She's saying like, I'm not going home and you ain't taking me out, nigga. And she said it again. So like I said, I'm never gonna get that. I'm never gonna like that girl. Never. And I wanted to get to it, but I'm gonna try and stay in cohesiveness. But I got a comment that's gonna be talked about in a minute. But she says that Meatball then tries to swing on her again after she said nigga again. And Natalie's dumb ass decides to break it up, trying to break it up. I'm like, you're stupid. Like after all these times, this girl continues to disrespect everybody else by continuing to say the word that y'all know she don't need to be saying. I would tell security to move out of the way. Anytime she says it, move out of the way and let them girls fight. Like, because at this point, she don't get it. She does not understand that people do not want to hear her saying that. And at that point, and I'm literally doing what I said I wasn't going to do, which is talk before time. But I'm going to just say it now. She needs to go home. Like, that's just it. Like, sitting there saying, like, well, we don't need to fight no more. Like, we've already addressed this. You've already addressed it numerous times before. She continues to claim that she's apologizing because now she's manipulating y'all. I say, and I mean this in my everyday life, do not apologize to me without changed behavior. An apology is nothing without changed behavior. If you say I'm sorry and then turn around and do the same thing again, now you're manipulating me. You're now gaslighting me. So save that shit, get out of my face. She would have to go. If she didn't leave, she would get hit every time she was standing in my face. Every time. If you don't agree, I don't care. You can leave it down below, but I do not care. That's how I feel. I would hit her every single time. But she then says that she gets crazy and stuff because she starts picking up shit and starts throwing it at him. So she's saying when she get crazy, she wants to pick stuff up and throw stuff when she feels like people are doing her wrong. Who is doing you wrong? Nobody. Nobody is doing you wrong. But she then gets barricaded by security. Everybody's standing around. She's still throwing shit. Tinkerbell and Meatball in there dancing while she in there just having a whole fit. She's losing her mind. She is mad because she just got her ass beat. And Callie and Natalie go over there trying to pretty much console her, trying to tell her to have a conversation and stuff. And I'm like, Callie, why are you telling her to have a conversation? Because she's had numerous times to have a conversation, but she continues to disrespect them. She can just literally say N-word and not say the N-word, but she continues to do it after these girls continue to tell her that is not okay. We don't want to hear it. But she's still over there screaming, like she's screaming at him and screaming at everybody that wants to hear it. Anybody that can hear it, she's basically screaming. But Natalie then tells them to sit down, and Gretchen is sitting there screaming still, talking about how they don't know her and she'll lay Meatball out. And I'm like, if you was going to lay her out, you had ample opportunities to do that. You've went, I think, 3 or 4 rounds with Meatball now, and you haven't done any of that. So Your words hold no weight. Like, they don't. But that punk, if you new to my channel, you don't know who I'm talking about, but I refer to her as punk ass now, Mariahlynn. She got her punk ass in the confessional talking about, aside from the biting, she feels bad for Gretchen. I said, so just aside from the biting, you feel bad. You don't feel bad. So you don't have any other reason to not like Gretchen outside of the biting, meaning that you don't care about the N word. I said, right, because you say it too. So now your slip is showing, and you really showing who you really are. And I'm like, so what are you feeling bad for her for? Like, she's literally asking for this. Like, she asked to get her ass beat every single time because she continues to trigger other people. But whatever. Natalie and Callie, they're over there hugging her, trying to calm her down because at this point she's crying. She's trying to show out, but she's sitting here crying because she got her ass beat, and this time it actually hurt. But Natalie comes back in trying to tell everybody to sit down and not move. And if anybody gets up to swing, they're going home. I said, so they have to go home if they swing on her, but you're not going to send her home after she continues to disrespect black women on this show as a white woman, continuing to use the N-word. And that just brought something to my mind. Biggie. If you're a big fan of Biggie, I'm going to react to the show the rest of the season as I see it. But at that reunion, I hope she gets her ass beat, stomped. Because y'all saw that shit that she put on, that video that episode 3 recap that she put on YouTube on Juneteenth, backing Gretchen, talking about pretty much backing her up, saying that she comes from an environment where she's around black people, she got black kids. You are a black Dominican woman, but clearly you align more to the Latina part of your being, so it makes sense. But like I said, it makes sense as to why she said what she said about, oh, we have permission. She's saying we, as in she looks at herself more as a Latina than she does her blackness. So that says a lot. But Biggie, you're going to get your ass beat because she got in that confessional, in that whole YouTube, still talking shit about Jela. That's why Jela came on the show to beat your ass, because you do all that shit online. And then when you get in these people's faces and they want to fight you, you now want to run around and act like a victim, and you want to run around and act like you don't want to fight. You can't get online and pop shit like that and not expect to get hit. There is a saying, talk shit, get hit. That's why you're gonna get your ass beat at the reunion. And I'm not gonna get on this mic and say that anybody is wrong for doing it. And if they want to fight you the whole reunion, you better not run from it. You better not start crying, because it's not bullying. You asked for it. But back to my point, like they aggravate me, y'all. They aggravate me. But Natalie then tells them that she wants to hear Gretchen speak. And I'm like, hear her say what? Apologize again for the same shit and then turn around and do it again? I said, like, what? What is the point? Natalie, you are a loser. You're a loser and you're fake. And you probably agree the same way too. Like, Natalie probably is like Biggie. She aligns more with her Latina side, because we all know Natalie is half black, half Puerto Rican. But it's clear that she aligns more with that. But we already know that because Natalie has a colorist past. So not shocking. But she then yells in her face, "What's up?" I'm like, but Gretchen then says that everybody keeps judging her. Judging you about what? Judging you about what? Please tell me. And then she says at the end of the day, she didn't mean what they thought by her using the N-word. That's the point that you're not understanding. It's not about what you meant. It's about the fact that you continue to say it. It don't matter what context you said it. You are white. You have no right to say the N-word in any context. In any context. It's just that simple. She then says, "Oh, I'm sorry that you got offended, but my kids are black." Jela said exactly what I said, but you're not. I said exactly. It's just that simple. You're not. But she then says that she don't know how many times she got to say sorry. We don't care for your sorries anymore because you continue to say what you are claiming you're sorry for. Like, your sorries don't mean shit. Like, come on. But Sapphire's stupid coonhead ass got in her comments, in her confessional, saying that her issue is not the N-word. Her issue is her biting Jela. So you, as a dark-skinned black woman, don't have no issue with a white girl saying the N-word. Crazy to me. But Gretchen then claims that she was in survival mode for biting Jela, and she apologizes. And Jela says she appreciates the apology, but there's nothing she can do with it. I said, exactly. She said, you left this permanent mark on me. I have to look at this shit every day. When I have kids, they're going to ask me where this shit came from and why I have it here. She just went on a tangent of reasons as to why that apology don't mean shit to her. It's not going to ever mean shit to her. I said, Jela, this is why I love Jela. This is why I love Jela. She's one of the only ones that'll stand on business. And when I say stand on it, she's not going to fold in regards to the way that she feels, unless she knows and self-evaluates on how she acted and knows that she was maybe wrong or maybe over-exaggerating, like how she apologized to Biggie last week, just for Biggie to turn around and get on the internet, what, 3, 4 months later, after you knew that she apologized to you and gave a heartfelt apology, an actual genuine apology, because she took accountability for what she did, even though she wasn't even in the wrong, because you the one that got online talking about you gonna slap somebody. She just made you stand on it. But she took accountability for her part in it, apologized to you. Then you turn around 3 months later and get online and be just still talking shit. And like she said, she gonna beat your ass at the reunion, and I can't wait to see it. But Jela said that now affects my likeness. It affects my business. Like she says, I'm a fashion designer. I have swimwear. I literally have to model my own clothing. If I'm wearing swimwear or like clothing that shows skin, that's all they're going to see is that. That could fuck up my business, which is true. So Jela's like, I can't guarantee you. She's like, I can appreciate the apology, but I can't guarantee you I'm not going to fight you again. I said, exactly. She said, if I feel triggered, I might hit you. I said, I don't blame you because I would feel the same way. She said, the more that she sees it and has to treat it, it pisses her off even more. I said, Jayla, you saying everything that I would say. But Natalie then talks about how we heard Gretchen apologize and we don't know what her story is. I said, bitch, what? We don't care what her story is. Like, what do you, what? But Natalie is basically saying, we're done with it. We're going to go to dinner. And Asian Doll is joining us. I was like, let's get to the goods because Asian gonna get Mariahlynn. So they get to the dinner. They head out. Mariahlynn sitting there talking about she ain't gonna get too cute because the ops are in town. I'm like, yeah, be prepared. But they sit down. Natalie and Callie, they're joking over the last dinner. It's cool that they're kind of at a place now where they're not really beefing or anything. So they were joking over what happened the last time. Natalie's talking about how she wants all these dinners to go forward, being about talking about getting money. I'm like, be for real, Natalie. You've said this shit for 5 seasons. It's not going to happen. Y'all are literally on this show to fight. Y'all are not on this show to get a bag. But she's talking about they're going to have them dinners to talk about how they can work together while they're in these different countries to get bags. But Asian Doll walks in with her pretty self. She gets in there. She's excited. Everybody else is excited to see her. She said that she wishes that she could have gotten cute, but she know that Punk is over there and she don't know what type of time she on, but she ain't going to get caught slipping. But Scotty loves Asian's vibe. She said that's a star. She went and embraced every single body but that Punk. Like she went and hugged everybody except for that little Punk Mariahlynn on the end. Asian then goes and sits down at the head of the table. She's at this end and Mariah's at this end. Everybody else is on the same side. Them two are the only two that are at the head of the table. So they're looking directly at each other. So Asian Doll sits down and said, what's up, baddies? What the fuck is up? And she's looking at Mariahlynn. What the fuck is up? Because Mariahlynn is sitting there looking at her like a punk, scared. So Mariahlynn's talking about something, you ain't on nothing. It's clear you ain't on nothing because you was right here. I said, but you didn't do shit either because she was standing right there. If you really, because you're the one that really got an issue. Like we watched this whole episode, we can literally see who is the one who really is pressed, and it's Mariahlynn. So just as you say she didn't do anything, you didn't do nothing either. You was standing right there. You was sitting right there. If you wanted to get up and hit her, you could have. But you didn't do nothing either, punk. But Asian then says, bitch, ain't nobody worried about you. You going to get beat up. She ain't lie. But Mariahlynn's talking about where. Asian said that's for later. And it was for later. But the punk then started saying how she never had smoke with a bitch and was 2 feet away from them and did nothing. I wish I would not get copyrighted for putting a clip in because I would literally insert the clip in of her being 2 feet or 5 feet, however many feet she was from Cali, and didn't do nothing. Yeah, Mariahlynn, you're a punk and you're a hypocrite. You literally tell on yourself every single time you get on the screen because you didn't do nothing to her either because you scared. Like, let's be for real. And then she's sitting there talking about something. Well, I'm just gonna test Asian's gangster. You don't have a gangster to test. You can't test her. Like you can't test her because you ain't gangster. But Asian then says, you a nobody. You trying to make yourself known. You gonna get beat up. You lame and you a fucking crackhead. Every time, I don't care who says it. Crackhead is calling somebody a crackhead is a top tier insult. Anytime somebody says it, I always laugh. It's hilarious. And when she looks like a crackhead, just like Mariahlynn, skinny, look like a fiend out crackhead, like it just hits. It hits different. But Mariahlynn's corny self starts singing as Asian is literally verbally assaulting her, singing, calling her a rag doll because her name is Asian Doll. I'm like, that's corny, whack. But Asian then says, you're popped, bitch. That was funny too. Asian got some funny liners. But she says, you're popped. And then Mariahlynn says, you fuck a bunch of drill rappers. I'm like, it sounds like everything that she says to Mariah, everything that she's saying to Asian Doll, she wishes that she could do. because you wish that you could be in that position. But Asian said you fuck old niggas and you still nobody. Like you still a nobody. Like at the end of the day, Asian dog gets in places that Mariahlynn could only wish. Let's just keep it real. Like her connection to Lil Vine, her own music, her own. She got her own type of clout. Like she got her own type of motion that Mariahlynn does not have. But they get up, security jumps up. Mariahlynn's talking about Asian's ass. I'm like, you jealous because you don't have it? Like, yes, Asian got her body done, but clearly you wish that you had the body because why are you talking about it? Like that's just corny stuff. But Asian said Mariah is ready to dick suck her the whole time, aka she's just trying to get clout off of her, which is true. Mariah then now talks about how Asian's being a colorist, apparently. From her, it's so funny. And she said dark skin. She said that Asian said that dark skins are better than brown skin women. I'm like, okay, so what's the issue with that? Because being a colorist is lighter skinned people uh, discriminating against dark skinned people. Asian is a dark skinned woman. So what are you talking about? And not only that, you're white. That has nothing to do with you. Why are you even talking on it? Like you sit on this side and shut up. Like that don't have nothing to do with you. Like you don't have any grounds to stand on that. Like you're white. You're white. But they go back and forth. Mariah's talking about how Asian is on her shit, talking about her shit, the show, Mariah's show. Asian said, "This is Natalie's shit. You a loving hip hop bitch on her shit." I said, exactly, like what? But Jela is giving Asian her props for standing on all 10, saying the drama is petty. Meatball is loving Mariahlynn's weak ass comebacks because they were weak. Nothing about that was entertaining. But Mariah had the audacity to say that Asian just wants the clout chase. I said she got way more clout than you. Way more. She didn't have to be on TV to get the clout. You got on TV, that's why you got a little bit of clout. But Asian said that she don't beef with bitches like Mariah because she's a fan. I said exactly. Like she's not even on your level. But they go back and forth. Natalie then breaks it up, tells them to hold hands, and Jela says grace. I want to know this because me and my sister noted this too. Everybody else's eyes are down, including Asian. Asian's whole head was down. Like how you should be when somebody is praying. Your head should be down, your eyes should be closed. Who was the only one standing up, head up, looking straight across? Mariahlynn. Why? Because she's scared. If you weren't scared of Asian, you would have closed your eyes. Asian wasn't scared of Mariah because she closed her eyes, put her head down and everything. She ain't worried about you. You keeping your eyes up because you scared she's going to come over there and pop you. Like Mariah swears she is so tough and so hard, but she's not. Like it's just hilarious. But they bring the food out. This is the first time we've ever seen some food on this show. But Mariah is still sitting there mugging Asian. And Asian is like, bitch, take a picture. Like, wait. Like, she's looking like, what is wrong with you? You got an issue. And Mariah says, like, what you want me to do? Look at the wall? Obviously not look at me. Like, you act like there's not 10, 15 other bitches in here and other places to look. But you sitting here just looking at me. Why? Because you're a fan. Like what she said, you're obsessed with me. Take a picture. Like you really want to sit and look at me all day? Take a picture so you can look at it like this and stop staring a hole in my face if you're not going to do nothing about it. That's basically what Asian was saying. But Asian is sitting there unbothered. She's enjoying herself, smiling, laughing, having fun with the girls. Mariah sitting over there sourpussed. But Natalie welcomes Asian, asks her who her favorite OG baddie is, and she says Jela, obviously, because Jela, I believe Jela, she didn't grow up in Texas. I know Jela's from Georgia. But I know she at least at some point was in Texas because I remember when she was on Bad Girls Club, she was kind of repping Texas. So obviously I would think that's where Asian's real connection would come from because of that Texas. But they both Southern, so who cares? But she loved Jela. Like she loved Jela's, just her energy. You can tell Jela comes from a good place, but she'll stand on business. That's pretty much what she was saying. Jela loved it. She felt honored. You could tell like she was truly excited about that. But Natalie also asked her if, and I could tell Natalie was low key salty about that too. I don't know if y'all caught it, but I did. But Natalie then asked her who her favorite newbie was, and she said Meatball. And now all of a sudden, Meatball likes Asian because she said that she was her favorite. Crazy. But Natalie then asked the fake. I feel vindicated. She asked the fake Puerto Rican, aka Mariahlynn, what is there to do in Puerto Rico? Like your family's from Puerto Rico, lies. Your family's from Puerto Rico. Like, what is there to do? And Natalie, you shouldn't be asking this either because your mama Puerto Rican. You should know. But she says the most basic ass shit. You can go to restaurants. You can go boat riding. You can go get on the jet skis. I was like, the same shit that you can do in America. Like, you ain't been to Puerto Rico. That's clear. Like, Miss Puerto Rican. Like, she should have went over there and asked Gretchen, the supposed Puerto Rican. I'm pretty sure Gretchen probably came up, even though I doubt her. Shoot. I feel like she a fake Puerto Rican too, but if anything, I feel like she might be more Puerto Rican than Mariahlynn. But Natalie then toasts to welcoming Asian, and they do Batty Batty Shot O'Clock. Like I said, the punk ass is sitting over there sour. She the only one mad. Asian over there dancing and happy. But Mariah's claiming that she wants the dinner over because Asian clearly don't want to fight and it's a waste of her time. I said, then why didn't you get up? Because you're the one that want to fight so bad, supposedly. Like you want to act like you want to fight so bad, but you didn't get up to do nothing. Why would Asian get up to fight when she don't have beef with you? Like you don't want to have beef with her. So obviously at this point, if somebody got beef with me, I'm gonna expect you to want to hit me. But if I really don't care enough about you to even want to fight by my own will, why am I gonna get up and hit you first? You the one with the issue. Like you get up and do it. But whatever. We get to the next day. Natalie and Dia's there. Dia took 4 flights to get to Puerto Rico. She's excited to be there. I'm not. I'm like, why are you here? We don't really care. But Jela, Scotty, Tinkerbella, Tasiki, they all come out there on the deck. Natalie fills Dia in on everything. Dia's excited to meet Asian. Natalie also lets him know that Anna Mac is coming. Natalie's pretty much kind of checks Scotty's temperature to see where she's at. Scotty's like, I don't know what it is because the last time I saw Anna was at the reunion and we kind of left on not so good terms. But Anna shows up. She hugs everybody, including Scotty. So Scotty was like, oh, shit, well, I guess we're good. I'm like, yeah, like, good. Keep it that way. Because, like, Scotty last season, it was like she was trying to find ways to make shit happen for her to get herself clout time. But like I said, I'm genuinely liking Scotty this season. We are 8 episodes in and she has not pissed me off. She hasn't even really been a background character. She hasn't even been like a focal point in stories, but she's not doing a lot. She's not trying so hard to be somebody. She's just being Scotty. And I like that. I like the fact that she's actually being herself, which is likable. I feel like I actually can like the person because I actually know who she is now, apart from her with the lemon pepper shit. But her as a person, from what I can tell, she seems like a genuine person. And I'm glad that we're finally getting to see that. But Anna Mac, she in there excited. She lit, happy, energy's up. Everybody's excited. They feel that energy that she's got. She's excited to be there. They fill her in on everything. Jayla explains the bite behind it. Anna Mac talking about how like she out here saying the N-word around a bunch of black women. It's like, what's so hard about it? Because Anna Mac said, I'm Puerto Rican. But the thing is, Anna Mac is Puerto Rican and Dominican. But she be saying it too. But to my knowledge, from what I know, she don't claim her blackness. So she don't need to be saying it either. But whatever. She understands that should not be said, considering the fact that that girl is white. That's clear, white. But Natalie then lets him know that they're going ATV riding, which I was like, cool. I love ATVs. I ain't never been on one because I'm not playing with my life, but I love watching it. But they get on the bus to go to the ATVs. Mariahlynn I was like, she completely abandoned Bianca. Like, the last couple episodes, she's never around Bianca. She's always attached to Tasiki, which we're going to get into it later because Asian Dog clocked it. But Bianca's on the bus with Callie, Jayla, Scotty, Diamond the Body, and Slim. And Callie looked good in this scene. Like, beautiful, beautiful. But Jayla is talking about how she can coexist with Gretchen for the betterment of the group. Basically, like, Jayla's a grown adult. Like, she's mature. Like, she knows she don't like that girl, but she don't have to literally hit her every single time because they're at least trying to have some type of fun, even though me, I'd hit her every time I saw her. But Natalie's bus is Asian Doll, Tasiki, Anna, Sapphire, and Gretchen. Asian's excited to be there. She's excited to be with the baddies. The tech head bus is Tink, Meatball, Dia, Biggie, and punk ass Mariahlynn. And the punk ass sitting there talking about it may be time for her to drill somebody, talking about Asian Doll. I'm like, you sitting over here worried about Asian Doll, and Asian Doll ain't even thinking about you over there. But she's sitting there talking about how Asian said that she's going to beat her up, and then said, like, are you tired of beating yourself up? Is that why you want to beat me up, because you want to beat me? Why does she want to be you? Why does she want to be a Caucasian woman? Why? Why? Ask me. Like, please tell me that. Enlighten me. But Asian, they get over there to Asian, and they pretty much talking to her about Mariahlynn. And she said that Mariahlynn is a punk that thinks she's tough. She gets validation from other bitches, likes to link up with bitches that know how to fight. And she even said it to Siki. I said, that's the same shit I said. That's the same shit I said. Y'all know if you've been watching me. But Jayla then addressed Bianca asking about, like, y'all supposed to be friends, you and Mariahlynn, like, where do y'all stand? And Bianca said, like, she ain't gonna let nobody jump her. She ain't gonna let nobody bully Mariah, but, like, she ain't gonna jump in on every single one of her battles, and she's not gonna jump in on one-on-ones. I'm like, but you did with Sapphire. But this kind of put things into perspective with Asian, which is funny. But Bianca claims that Mariah had asked her not to jump in on the fight with Asian Doll. apparently, well, I don't know if she clarified about Asian Doll, but I'm taking it Asian Doll. But Jela says if she's losing the fight, are you gonna jump in? Bianca says she's not. I said, good. Let her handle her own shit. Asian is on the bus saying that Bianca had told her that Mariahlynn was popping shit. I said, oh, so you over here being messy because she was sitting in the back while they was on the bus. She was sitting in the back on the phone talking. I'm like, why is she on the phone? I'm like, was she talking to somebody or being messy? But regardless, I love it because it's orchestrating Mariahlynn get her ass beat. But Asian says she ain't got to explain what the beef is. At this point, just let's go. At this point, it is what it is. So they get on the ATVs and stuff. Everybody gets there. Everybody's so excited. Mariahlynn's looking uncomfortable as always, scary. But Natalie's talking about we baddies and we don't follow rules. Me and my sister was like, okay, go ahead and fuck around and get killed on that ATV because like ATVs, I'm pretty sure are a top cause of death. Like there's so many people that die on ATVs for not handling it properly. Like that's something that you need to pay attention and follow rules. But this also brought to my mind where the replacements at. I'm like, where's Nunu? Where's Jo? Where is Kiva? Where are they at? Because I thought they was like moving into the house. Like that was the reason why y'all made the picks. So like, why are they not with y'all? But they ended up riding around. Jayla got her white on, getting dirty. I'm like, whatever. But I skipped the montage. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's crazy because I say I like to see stuff like that outside of the fighting, but I got trials. I'm trying to get this done so I can watch trials. But they get finished and get off the ATVs, and Mariahlynn decides she wants to fight Asian Doll now. She finally wants to fight her. So she then starts talking about how ain't nobody or ain't no talking once it's up, it's stuck. I said, but you had a battery put in your back last season to fight Smiley when it was up, but you didn't want to go do anything about it. You got a battery put in your back by Meatball to go try and attempt to fight Callie, but you ain't do nothing about it. And now you want to fight Asian Doll for the clout. Like Mariah, you everything you say gets contradicted every single time. But Asian notices it and she says this Caucasian woman is sitting here looking and trying to talk, and now she is ready to beat the shit out of her. She says she don't even realize it. Like she don't realize I'm about to literally beat you up. Beat you up. She did. But Mariahlynn's standing there talking about this is some bullshit because Natalie is talking. I'm like, Mariahlynn, if you was really about it, you would have ran up or you would have at least called your fade. Regardless if Natalie's talking or not, if you really wanted to fight Asian Doll like you claimed you did, you would take initiative to actually get up there and fight her. But she didn't want to. But she then apparently decides to talk over Natalie. That's what Asian Doll was saying. And Asian said she don't know. She about to get her ass beat. Mariah runs up and gets clocked. She gets socked a good 4 or 5 times. You can hear every hit that Asian connected every single time. And it's funny because I saw a lot of people's reviews and comments saying that Mariah got one hit in from the super trailer clips that they showed of this fight. Mariah ain't connect nothing. She was trying to grab at Asian Doll, which is where she went wrong because Asian was straight minking. And as she's grabbing, Asian's minking, and guess what? She hits the ground. As soon as she hits the ground, Asian got on top of her, and security got on top of them trying to break it up. Next week, they go another round. And everything that we knew got confirmed. Y'all remember whenever this shit was filming and Mariahlynn was on, she got on Instagram for like 3 days straight with sunglasses on, and we knew Asian Doll fucked her up. Them eyes was fucked up. Them contacts, it's funny because Asian told her earlier in the dinner, take them contacts out. Asian beat them contacts out of her eye. She fucked her eye up. She had a scratch. Security's over there trying to do it. But they then switched to ganging up on Bianca, talking about something, well, why didn't you jump in the fight? And then Mariah's trying to press Bianca about it. But I'm like, you mad at Bianca. But you said to Jelly Bean when you jumped in on Tashiki's fight that everybody go through me before they get to Tashiki. Why you not mad at Tashiki? Tashiki sat there and let you get your ass beat. Did she jump up and have that same energy for you? No. Because you know you will never, ever press Tashiki because you know you will get your ass beat too. But they look like idiots sitting here because Diamond, apparently, I think Diamond tries to fight Bianca. Now Sapphire, suddenly her coon head ass wants to fight Bianca because everybody else is against Bianca. I'm like, and it's crazy because they now got me wanting to back Bianca because you had every opportunity to fight Bianca. She spit on you and she damaged your wig. She put your wig in the fucking toilet. and you wait till other people now hate Bianca to now want to address your issue with Bianca, you are a loser, Sapphire. You are a clown. That's all I gotta say, y'all. Thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. Share the video. Drop a comment down below. Subscribe if you are new. Check out my other content. If you don't want to watch it, just play it in the background. Let me get the watch time hours. But turn the post notifications on because we're gonna be live tomorrow to talk about this. Subscribe. I'm trying to get 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I feel like we can do it. So yeah, hit that, and I will see y'all next week. I got to get ready for trials and get this video up. I'll see y'all later. Peace.